Hi everybody, it's Emily here. I'm so glad that you decided to join me on your mat today. Today's class is planned around the Niyama called Tapas, which means self-discipline. And if this is one of your first times practicing yoga, or if you're not really sure about the practice, you're just getting into it, I actually recommend you check out one of my other classes that have a little bit more instruction and some more gentle and beginner poses, because today's class is going to be a full hour long and incorporating a lot of vigorous postures and a lot of movement with the breath. Tapas is really about cultivating the sense of character and strength. It's being able to move through life with courage, entering the fires that come with life, and finding both the blessing and the burning within those times. So while we're focusing on self-discipline, we're also focusing on just encountering what we encounter with life, and through this practice learning how to breathe through all of those ups and downs. If you're ready to try this practice with me, all you'll need is a mat and a space to practice. We'll go ahead and find ourselves in a comfortable seat to begin. I like to have my legs crossed, but sitting up nice and tall, closing your eyes if that feels all right, and just settling into this place. Maybe grounding your palms facing down on top of the knees, really rooting yourself in the earth. Trying to release the tension through the face, ears, and shoulders. More space in between them, so relaxing the shoulders down. Imagining there's this little string pulling up through the crown of the head to lengthen through the spine. As we go through this practice of tapas, of cultivating heat and self-discipline, it can be really helpful and important to think about the center of ourselves. So where our values reside, what gives us motivation, strength, courage, and hope. And finding new perspectives through the challenge. And so as we begin with this opening meditation, I invite you just to think about what sort of fire you find yourself in today. What sort of struggle are you in the midst of? And once you've named that fire, maybe giving yourself permission to have this curiosity while you're there. Seeing if you can find blessing and gratitude during today's practice as we challenge ourselves. What sort of habits are we ready to burn away? And how are we ready to reorient our lives and our values in a different way? Start to move here. Drop the chin towards the chest, bowing the head, feeling a little stretch along the upper spine and through the back. And then slowly guiding that left ear towards the left shoulder, stretching to the right side of the neck. Exhale down through center. And then inhale over towards the opposite side. Exhale down through center. back and forth here. Inhale over towards one side. Exhale down. And just take your time going back and forth here. Using the breath. We'll come back to that neutral position. We'll open our eyes. Take a big inhale. Lift the arms up overhead, chin towards the sky. Exhale, spinal twist, right hand behind the back, left hand to that right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, reach and lengthen back through center. And then exhale over towards the opposite side. Inhale, reach and lengthen back towards center. Exhale, drop the hands back towards the knees, chin towards the chest, round the spine. So you're bringing that belly button towards the back of the spine for a seated cat position. And then inhale, open up that heart, lift the chin up towards the sky for a seated cow. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Just a couple times here. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Last time. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. From here, we're going to roll over onto our knees. And you can sit a couple of different ways. You can either sit back on your heels like this so you can get a nice stretch through that inner arch of the foot. If that's too much pressure on yourself, you can come and drop onto the tops of the feet and just sit on your heels. Either position is fine. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands out. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, you're going to bring that right arm underneath the left. And then crossing the hands, trying to get the palms to touch. Now it's okay if they don't touch completely, but we're working on getting those palms to touch. These are called eagle arms. On our inhale, we're going to lift the palms up towards the sky, spread the shoulder blades apart. Exhale, elbows in towards chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale. A few more rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale, lift. And exhale through center. We'll reverse the cross now. Big inhale, open up. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. Wrap the hands around. Try to bring the palms to touch. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Spread those shoulder blades apart. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Get a little bit higher this time. Inhale, lift. Exhale. We'll release the arms and come over into a tabletop position. So now you're just hands and wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. What we're going to do from here, we're coming in a tabletop. We're going to curl the toes under and we're going to come into a hover. So you're just going to lift those knees up a couple of inches off the mat. What we want to think about is keeping that back flat and that core tight. So belly button is still reaching up towards the spine. You're pressing the mat away. So right away we're cultivating some of that heat and some of that strength. Extra challenge here is to bring the hips a little bit closer towards the heels. Your choice. We're breathing for count 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, lift the hips up. You're straightening the legs, downward facing dog. Adjust your stance if you need to. We're going to pedal out the feet just a few times here. Drop one heel and then the other. Think about flattening the spine and chest towards the tops of the thighs. Deep breaths. Inhales and exhales. Look between the hands. Walk, step, or jump. Feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, we're lifting up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, releasing. On an inhale, you're going to take a reverse swan dive. Slight bend in the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up. Take a little back bend if you'd like. And then hands through heart center. Right away, we're going to start to get that heat going. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, step or jump plank pose. Lower chaturanga, elbows in tight, slowly come to the mat. Inhale to a back bend of your choice. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to be moving in between a couple of different postures. First one, we'll inhale, come back through plank. On our exhale, lift the hips, and you're going to take that left hand and reach for the right ankle. Great, back to downward facing dog, and then back to plank. Lift the hips up, right hand towards left ankle. Hand back towards top, and back towards plank. So we're just rotating here. Lift hips up, left hand to right ankle, plank. Good. Few rounds here. Try to find your rhythm and find your breath. Now, if you can't reach all the way to the ankle, that's okay. But just do your best to reach as far as you can. Getting that twist, cultivating the strength of the core. Of course, cultivating that shoulder strength. Once more each side. And then meeting downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Walk, step, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep all the way up. Take a little back bend. And hands through heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend knees, plant hands, step back plank. Chaturanga. Your back bend. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee, stack the hips. Draw some big hip circles here. Back to three-legged dog, inhale. Look between the hands, exhale, step the right foot. Inhale, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, drop that back knee, open at the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Last time, exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Look to the top of the mat, step. Exhale, hands through heart center. Great job. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Step back, plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. Big hip circles here if you like. Back to three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, look between the hands, step that left foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Try to keep 90 degrees in that left knee if you can. Exhale, drop that right knee, open at the heart, look up and back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open, last one. Inhale, lift. Look to the top of the mat, step that right foot to the left. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, plant the hands back to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Great job. Hold downward facing dog from here. And what we're going to do is inhale, lift up that right leg, three-legged dog. On your exhale, right knee towards that right tricep. You're coming forward to plank position, but you're trying to make contact there on that right side. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, right knee to center. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, right knee to the left side. Twist and hold. This can be the most challenging one. And then straighten that right leg over towards the side. Inhale, lift that left arm up. Open up the heart. What can you open yourself up to in this time of heat? Can you find some resiliency and strength? Left hand to the mat. Right leg lifts back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, look between the hands. Step that right foot right between. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, left knee lowers. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Control your breath. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Look to the top of the mat. Left foot meets right. Exhale, hands through heart center. Great job. We're trying that on the opposite side. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the crown of the head there. Exhale, back down. Bend the knees, back to plank. Lower. Your back bend. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Use your breath. Exhale, knee to right side. Hold and twist. That's the most challenging one. Straighten that left leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Open up that heart. Keep pressing the hips up. Right heel can rotate down on the mat. Good, one more breath. Can you soften your face in that grimace? Can you find joy in the hardship? That's a hard one. Right hand down to the mat, lift that left leg up. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. Inhale, big sweep up. Exhale, right knee drops down, open up that heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, really crack open the heart. Inhale, lift. Last time, exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Look to the top of the mat, big step forward. And hands through heart center. Great, we're gonna take a moment of pause here. Press the hands against the center of the chest. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Come back into that meditative space. Good, we don't want to lose that heat today. Keeping it there, keeping it at your core. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward facing fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Bend knees, plant hands, plank. Chaturanga. Your back bend, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms lift, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Right palm flips up, inhale, reverse. Warrior two, extended side angle, whatever variation you'd like. Warrior two, reverse. Warrior two, extended side angle. Warrior two, straighten that right leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle. Maybe look up towards that left hand. Good, stay here in triangle if you want today, or come into half moon by bringing that left hand to the left hip, look into the top of the mat, right hand to the right corner, and then all of your weight into that right leg. Stacking the hips, And spiraling that heart open towards the side of the room. Lifting that left arm up. Flexing that left foot. Of course, you can just float that right hand if you'd like, challenging yourself a little bit more. Great. Using that strength of the standing leg, we're going to come up all the way to stand, drawing that left knee in towards the chest. Draw that left knee in and flex that left foot. Grab onto the left knee with the right hand, and then look over that left shoulder, extending the left arm behind you, keeping that balance. Inhale back through center, hands to heart center. Exhale, slowly step that left foot all the way back to high lunge. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands come down, downward facing dog. Great, 2 breaths here. And when you're ready, look between the hands, walk, step, or jump, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep all the way up. Take that little back bend, and hands through heart center. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, chaturanga. Knee and downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Left palm flips up. Inhale, reverse. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Warrior 2. Reverse. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Warrior 2. Hold there. Straighten the left leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Open up that heart. Stack the shoulders in one line. Look up towards that right palm. Stay here or half moon. Right hand to the right hip. Look towards the top of the mat. All of your weight goes in that left leg. Your left hand is there just as a little point of stability. Flex the right foot. Maybe right hand reaches up towards the sky. Great. If you fall out of it, that's totally normal. When we're in a place of struggle and of heat, of course, we're going to fall over sometimes. But the true strength and resiliency comes when we get up and try again. And when you're ready, slowly come up to stand. Right knee comes in towards the chest, flexing that right foot. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand comes behind, look towards that back hand. Good. Keep drawing the knee towards the chest, using the core. You get to choose how to respond to your experience. We don't always get to choose our experience, but we can choose our response to it. Back through center, hands to heart center, inhale. Exhale, slowly step back, high lunge. Hands come down, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, walk, step, or jump, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Take a little back bend if you'd like. And hands through heart center. Inhale, right leg lifts. Come to the back of your mat if you're not there already. Lift up that right leg. And on your exhale, you're going to step that right foot to the center of the mat. You'll lift those arms up overhead, squeezing biceps beside the ears. You can interlace the fingers if you want, leaving those pointer fingers uncrossed. And you're coming into warrior 3. You're going to bring all of your weight into that right leg. Left leg comes behind you. Challenge here is to get that upper body and that back leg parallel to the floor. Left toes point down and arms stay right beside the ears. If that's too much on the shoulders, you can always bring your hands to heart center, or you can fly your hands behind you. Just find whatever challenges you today. Good. One more breath. Sticking in there. Slowly come up to stand. We're coming into eagle. Draw that left knee in towards the chest. We're gonna try to wrap that left leg over the right. Coming down to sink. Arms out. Twist that left arm underneath the right. Good. So left leg over, left arm under. Squeeze those elbows in tight. If you can wrap that left foot on the out around that right calf. I just can't do it today. So just wherever you're at is great. You can draw elbows down or you can lift them up. Really your choice. One more inhale, sink a little bit lower. And then on twist. Lift those arms back up, shake the legs. And hands out to the side. Same thing, opposite side. So now we're in the center of our mat. We'll inhale both arms up, left leg up, and step that left foot towards the top of the mat, coming into warrior 3 on the opposite side. So right leg is gonna lift this time. Hands can be at Andale Mudra at heart center. They can fly behind you, or you can challenge yourself by reaching them out front. Try to keep those biceps beside the ears. It's a challenge. Try to keep that right leg parallel to the floor, toes point down. Wherever you're at is great. The point is not to give up, but to give your best effort. At the end of the day, if you know you've done your best, and you've tried with integrity and courage, that's really all that is asked of you. Very slowly come up to stand. We're coming into eagle on the opposite side. Right knee draws in. We're going to wrap that right leg around the left. And then that right arm underneath the left. Hands come together. If you can grab those toes around that standing calf, that's great. You can draw the elbows in or you can lift them up. And if you fall out of it, not a big deal. Just get back into it and try again. So sink back low, right leg over the left, right arm under the left, and breathe. This eagle pose, I think it looks like a flame itself, very fiery. Anytime I try to tap into the Niyama of Tapas, I like to do eagle. And then slowly unwind, shake out both legs. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, spread the feet a little bit wider than the hips and come into a Malasana pose, grounding the hips down towards the floor. Hands just at Andale Mudra, not bearing too much weight in between the palms, but using the elbows to pull and push slightly against the insides of the knees. And you can shift from side to side here. Maybe resisting that urge to turn off the video at this point of silence and using it as an opportunity to think about welcoming this heat. Think about what you can learn from this moment of time. It doesn't dismiss the harshness of it, but it can allow us to find places, even if they're small places, of gratitude and growth. Hands down to the floor, hips lift up towards the sky, forward facing fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, flat back. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep those arms up, take a little back bend, and hands through heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, bend knees, plant hands, plank. Chaturanga. Up Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. Back to three-legged dog. Inhale, right foot between the hands. Exhale. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Warrior two. Extended side angle, holding, imagining you're holding this big beach ball, reaching out towards the right. Back to warrior two. Reverse. Hold that beach ball, extended side angle. Warrior two. From here, try to lift up that right heel. Really coming up onto the ball of that right foot, keeping those shoulders relaxed. Look over that right middle finger. And we're just gonna pulse. So down and up, slight tiny movements for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep lifting that heel, 2, 1, heel drops down straight in the right leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle. Right hand to the right corner of the mat, left hand to that left hip. Come into half moon. Stack those hips, lift that left arm up. And if you feel okay, look up. You can look up or you can look to the side. You can also keep that gaze down, that's perfectly fine. It can give you a little bit more stability. As you're ready, inhale, come up to stand. A little bit different than last time. We're gonna bring that left knee in and cross it over that right quad. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, sink the hips back. Try to get that right thigh parallel to the floor and reach those arms out front. Try to get those biceps right beside the ears. Press the hips back. Open up your chest. You're looking forward, not down. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift all the way back up. And then left foot meets the right. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Plant hands, step or jump, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, holding that big beach ball to the side. This is really using a lot of core strength. Open up that heart so you're looking up towards the sky. Inhale, lift. Reverse. Warrior two. Reach with that beach ball. Inhale, lift. Warrior two. From here, keep that nice deep bend in the left knee, but just try to lift up that left heel. You're using especially that calf muscle. Lift up the heel as high as you can, and then we're kind of coming down into these little micro bends for 10 counts. So you're slowly bending and lifting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left heel drops, straighten that left leg. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale for triangle pose. See if you can open up that heart, look up towards that right palm. And then we'll come into half moon, right hand to the right hip. You'll look towards the top of the mat, left hand to the left corner of the mat, and come all the way up. Maybe right arm lifts. So that's the constructed. Do your best to stay in your practice. We're kind of all the way to stand. Draw that right knee in. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Arms reach out forward as you sink the hips back. Flex that right foot. Deep breaths. Look forward, not down. Keep breathing. Inhale, slowly come up to stand. Right foot meets the left, hands to heart center. Close the eyes and breathe. If you're feeling distracted like me, maybe just naming those distractions. Naming what the things that you can control and what you can't control. And then just coming back. Come back to your back. Inhale, arms lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Plant those hands, step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Rotate your hands through the center. You're going to point the toes out, heels in. You're going to come up into a squatting position, really dropping the hip bones down, trying to keep those knees open, hands to heart center. Lengthen to the front of the head. And then we're just coming into those slight little micro bends again, so slowly lower and lift. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, down and hold for a count of 10. Maybe bring your hands behind your head. 9, 8, 7, get a little bit lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, toes and heels out, forward facing fold. Drop the chest towards the floor, forehead towards the floor. And really try to feel this forward facing fold. So leaning that weight a little bit more forward. Maybe you can bring your hands to your heels, using that grab to draw that chest in between the legs. All right, seems like he's a little bit further away in his yard now, so that's good. We'll see if he comes back. We're going to bend into that right knee, pointing those right toes a little bit out, hands on the inside of the right leg. Flexing that left foot. Breathing, maybe bring those hands to heart center. Good. Think about that core strength. You're not just floppy here, a lot of energy. Up through the crown of the head, the left heel. Good. Hands come down, walk yourself over to the opposite side. Straighten that right leg, right toes point up. Hands to heart center. Breathe. Great. Drop those hands. Walk your hands back over to the right side. We're coming into a lizard pose. Right foot walks to the outer edge of the right mat. Both hands on the inside of that right leg. And we're just going to drop that left knee to begin. Feeling the stretch first. So right foot can open up over towards the right side, or you can keep your foot planted on the floor. You can stay up here on the palms of the hands, or you can drop onto the elbows if you like. Okay, so just find what works for you. Take some breaths. can stay in a deeper position today, just stretching. If you want to try an arm balance with me today, what we're going to do is we're going to do flying lizard pose. So it might be a little bit harder to teach this virtually instead of being able to be there with you in person, but I'll do my best to give you the best verbal and visual cues as I can. So again, wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to come into what's called those chaturanga arms. So bending at the elbows. We're lifting that left knee up. We're going to snug that right leg right beside the right tricep. We'll look forward, engage through that core, and we're going to slowly lower our upper body down, lifting that back foot and lifting the right leg. Good, so you can just play around with it, lift for a little bit. You can try, for instance, if you're not quite ready to lift up, you can just practice with those little push-ups, bending in the elbows and straightening. Or you can just work on the flexibility. Sometimes the biggest prohibitor is not the strength, but sometimes it's the flexibility. For other people, you might be super bendy and flexible, but you're still trying to cultivate that core and that upper body strength. For right now, we're not hanging out on that too long. We're just going to walk over towards the other side. Okay? So you can drop that right knee down, both hands on the inside of that left leg. And left foot can either open, or you can stay up on the palms, or you can drop onto the forearms. Finding your choice. Whatever variation you would prefer. If you want to try that flying pose with me today, we're just trying one little brief round, and you can practice it more on your own if you'd like. I'll instruct it again. Inhale, you lift that right knee up. Chaturanga arms, bringing that chest, that part forward. You're going to trust your core, lift up your back leg and the left leg. Good. Then you can slowly tap back down. We're going to drop into a child's pose, knees spread apart, hips back towards the heels, lengthen through the arms, forehead towards the floor. Take some deep breaths here, recollect. We're slowly lift back up, coming back to sit on the heels. And in no real fancy way, we're just rolling over, finding a seat, preparing for our core series. First core exercise that we're going to do is a little bit of a playful variation of a boat crunch. So how we're going to do it today is we're bringing both feet out front. I'm going to show you our modified position first. So you can bring the hands behind the thighs, and you're just going to keep that body, that back straight, but you'll just lean back slightly. So you can notice that my spine is still straight. I'm not rounding over. It's still straight, but I'm leaning back to engage the core. If you feel still good there, we can bring another level to this by bringing the heels up. Hands can still be behind the legs, or you can bring them beside the side body. Now, for the other variation that I'm going to lead us through today, we're going to actually bring our hands behind our head. We're going to lower both feet down, both legs down, and chest down, shivering. You are going to shiver a little bit, but hovering the shoulders above the mat, and we'll draw the knees in. Right elbow meets the left knee. Come all the way back down, and then right knee and left elbow. So little crunch. And lower. Heels don't touch the mat at any point. Crunch. Lower. Crunch. Lower. Now the hands are there just as a little touch. You're not lifting up through the neck. You're using that core. Lift. Lower. I know it's challenging. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold down and hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Release all the way down the mat. You can side out. Bend the knees, bring the heels to the floor, and just let your knees fall from side to side. Releasing a little bit here. Okay, next exercise. Legs are going to come up towards the sky. So just straightening the legs here. And what we're going to do is we're going to peel that chest, those shoulder blades up off the mat again. So hands right beside the body. Now you might just stay here, practice holding this position and getting that low back flat onto the floor. If you feel pretty good here, you're going to straighten one leg down, and then you're going to lift it back up. Both feet meet. Other leg, lift it back up. Back and forth here. Down, lift. What you're trying to do is keep that extended leg nice and strong. Lift. If you need to, of course, you can bring your hands behind the thigh, kind of doing one at a time. But we're going for kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Heels back down, head back down, knees from side to side. After we strengthen through the core, we want to open up through the core. So heels in close towards the body, so you can brush the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Preparing for bridge pose as we ground the feet down and lift the hip bones up towards the sunshine. Good, hands can stay on the mat right beside you, or you can interlace the hands underneath the base of the spine, rolling over to one shoulder and then the other, just to create a little bit more expansion here. So you're not just like chilling out, you're really lifting up. Do your best not to look from right to left. We want to protect that cervical spine. So just enjoy looking out towards your ceiling or the sky like I am. Good. If you want to challenge yourself, ground that right foot down and lift up the left leg. Good. Left foot comes down, ground the left foot down and lift up the right leg. Ground the right foot down, ground the hips down, draw the knees in towards the chest, hug around those shins, and just roll right and left. Grab onto the outsides of the feet here. We're going to pull the knees down towards the floor for happy baby pose. So heels are up towards the sky. You're thinking about drawing the knees to the outsides of the rib cage. So you're not bearing them down in the chest, but pulling them down towards the outside. Good, you can just roll back and forth. You can straighten one leg and then the other if you'd like. Great, let's release the feet, lifting the legs up overhead. And you can either just let the legs drain out from here or come into a shoulder stand by using the strength of the core to just lift the hips up. Grabbing on to the base of the hips, walking those elbows in tight, and trying to lift the toes up as high as you can. You can stay here or you can slowly draw the feet behind you, coming into plow pose. Play around with one-legged plow. You can even switch the legs midway through. Or you can play around with legs up overhead and then doing some splits, side to side or forward to back. When you're ready, we're going to slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. Legs out long, leg, and then arms out overhead. Lift all the way up, nice and slow. Humongous sit up. Good. Draw your knees in, the soles of the feet together. Lightly grab around the toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round forward fold. You can use the elbows against the inside of the legs, dropping the forehead. Breathing. As we slow down our practice, reminding ourselves that sometimes self-discipline is actually rest. And so we're going to take a little bit of an extra time with cooling down and a little bit of extra time in our Shavasana, because it takes discipline to be able to do that. So really resist the urge from stopping the video and try your best to learn how to take some quiet time and how to take some rest and some rejuvenation, because we need it. Lift back up, extend that right leg over to the side. Left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold towards that right leg. And maybe take it into a side body stretch by reaching that right hand to the outside of the right foot and lifting that left arm up and over. Inhale, lift. And then opposite side. Right sole of the foot to the inside of that left thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Side body stretch, left hand to outside of the left foot. Inhale, right arm up and over. Really important not to crunch down here, but lift the chest open towards the side. Inhale, slowly lift. Good, now legs extend out long. We're going to draw that right knee in, stamp the right foot to the outside of the left leg, right hand behind the back. Inhale, left arm lifts, and exhale, spinal twist, look over that right shoulder. Last little twist of the day, trying to wring out all of those unhelpful thoughts and behaviors. Good. Untwist, opposite side. Left leg on the outside of the right leg, left hand behind the body. Inhale, right arm lifts, and exhale, twist. And then slowly unwind both legs out in front of you. If there's anything else you need to do before final Shavasana, please feel free to do it now. Otherwise, lower one vertebrae at a time. There, settling into this posture, legs out long, arms out long, palms facing up, eyes gently closed. We've been through the fire, we've done the work, and so now it's time just to soak up all the benefits, the strength, the character and resiliency we've gained. Relaxing all parts of the physical body, releasing them and surrendering them into your mat. Knowing that when we go through the fire, yes, there comes effort, but there also comes the sense of surrender. And that our effort actually might be leading up towards that surrender. As you let go of the muscles, try to also let go of any thoughts, imagining them passing in the sky above you, just like little clouds. Releasing all tension through the jaw, the face, around the eyes. Still becoming distracted in this place of meditation, reminding yourself that the breath is always there, that can be your anchor. We're going to stay here for a few moments, practicing the discipline of rest, and then we'll end our class together. you're ready, I invite you to slowly bring your attention back to the space. Of course, you can stay in Shavasana for longer if you'd like. Right now, we'll begin to wiggle our toes and our fingers, rolling around the ankles and wrists. With a big inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, stretching long and tall. And then rolling over to one side, using that bottom arm as a base. Pausing there in this small little position, reminding ourselves of our strength, being grateful for the time that we have. And then as you're ready, gently pushing yourself up, back to a comfortable seat, keeping those eyes closed and just crossing your legs once again, sitting up nice and tall. To seal our time with one another, let's take another deep inhale, lift the arms up overhead, letting the palms touch. And on our exhale, slowly lowering the hands as they pause over the forehead, reminding us that in any circumstance we have the ability to have kind thoughts. Bring the hands over the mouth, a reminder to send out gentle words. And then bringing the hands to heart center, a reminder to always move with pure intentions. We end each class by saying namaste, which means the light within me sees the light within you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. I hope that you have learned more about yourself with this practice of tapas and self-discipline. I hope to see you again soon.